Going to the moon.
You are clear for takeoff.
Going to the moon.
This is the way.
We're going to the moon.
Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. One day, very soon, gonna wake up on the moon. Brand new yacht and a McDonald's in my living room. Bright yellow Lamborghini, 50-meter swimming pool. Champagne every day, hey fam, what you do? Wanna hang, wanna chill? Oh, you got a mansion too? Oh, that's right, held on tight, jack titties every night. We was in way back when they tried to drop it down to 10. And just couldn't comprehend, Ace was strong until the end. Now let's retell it, Citadel they be sweating. Had enough of these felons, but the Ace we rebelling. Cause we never be selling, till we send it to heaven. Now we be out here yelling, hey screw you Kenny. Bought my wife a minivan to share with the boyfriend, but I pull up in the Benz plate saying I love crayons. Going on an airplane, don't think we'll be back again. Celebrating every day like it's your birthday. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Today's expectation, probably more manipulation. FUD, a creation of a crooked operation. Bought more while it was low, got more dips than Trader Joe's. Oh, you thought that we'd let go? What the hell you take us for? Holla if you spend your last dollar on bananas while living in squalor. We don't claim to be scholars, we the smooth brain dummies, and we never stood taller. Yeah, we do this for love and we do this for honor. Apollo 11 ain't got nothing on us. We the planet of the apes and in MOASS we trust. MOASS, oh hell yes. Gonna send it into space, go fire up the jets. Done my DD, call me Elton John, Rocket Man. This is the way, gonna be gorillionaires. Ground control to Major Tom, we bout to have liftoff. Call us Neil Armstrong, gonna keep holding on. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. Screw Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting them tendies so soon. Don't be mistaken, the Ace won't be shaking or breaking because we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon.
Let's go.
I'm rich, I'm pretty, got an apartment in the city and a beach house off the coast that costs a couple milli. We are going toe to toe, we be singing while we're winning. By the time I'm 24, retired, still with it. If you got a man, send his brokers back to bed, cause tonight we flying high first class to Japan. Eating sushi, wearing Gucci hot springs, cause we can. Sipping on sake, making $1 million plans. Super yacht, smoking pot with our $1 billion friends. Bright lights, white lines, summer in the south of France. We're going on a plane and we won't be back again, cause we're heading to the moon, screaming catch me if you can. So I'm about a 9, but she thinks I'm a 7. Got money, all of a sudden she thinks I'm 11.
Wow, how much did you make?
Nah, I never be telling. Let's just say I went through hell to be living in heaven. Boom, boom,
Cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom,
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Boom, boom,
Cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom,
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. I am fly man, diamonds on the hand. Got money in the pocket, about to pop a rubber band. Fly to an island off the coast of Iran. Got money in advance, so the honeys all dance. Got 25,000 in the duffel out plan. It's a G6 like a taxi cab. Tell your girlfriends that they can bring their friends. Make rain, get paid, go play, full send. Big gold chains even with embargoes. Got diamonds on the neck like Leonardo. You don't even wanna know how fast the car go when I peel off in the Mercy a Lago. 4, ready, lock and load. Let's rock and roll. When we talk it over, it was nice to know ya. So I'm about a 9, but she thinks I'm a 7. Got money, all of a sudden she thinks I'm 11.
Wow, how much did you make?
Nah, never be telling. Let's just say I went through hell to be living in heaven. Boom, boom,
Cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom,
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Boom, boom,
Cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom,
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching, ching.
boom, boom.
Cha-ching, ching.
Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now. Make money, middle finger up, come on, let us sing now.
Thanks, Daddy.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertold, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow Simeons, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz.
I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. All right, ladies and gents. I want all hands and arms inside of the vehicle before we start making it down the road. Listen to me very clearly. I've got the helmet on for a reason. I told you what it was. I told you this week is the week. Remember that. It is Sunday night. It might be Monday somewhere. But I promise you it's GameStop. To the damn moon. I told you this last week. I told you it last year. I told you it 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5. Hey, let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. And I am very clear on this. No financial advice, but all the advice in the world to tell you. GameStop's going to the damn moon? Yes. If you don't own a helmet, you can't get there. But I do. I own a helmet. I own the gloves. I own the pants. And I don't know how they pissed in their pants back then, but I'm pissing right now. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this stock. The helmet is here. The launch is here. We just hit $26 in the pre-market. And I call it the 24-hour market, the pre-market. And yes, we still can look at it on Robinhood. You can still look at it on Webull. There's a 24-hour market. Right now it's at $25.80 on GameStop. Touched all the way to 26 and some change. But you know what? It has everywhere to go but up. It's just going to go up. That's what I mean. Not everywhere to go but up. But it has everywhere to go. This is how it goes. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Marantz. Hope she's in the chat tonight. You know, wife's, she was down. Man, let me tell you something about my life. Okay, I got nowhere to go but to the damn moon because those Dallas Cowboys, oh my God. The Dallas Cowboys had a total, I don't even know, like 34 passing yards in 3 quarters. They looked terrible. They had 3 yards per catch by CeeDee Lamb for a long time in the game. They just look. I am convinced that I could play for the Dallas Cowboys. I am extremely convinced. All signs are green for launch. Yes, Houston, we have a problem. Houston, Wade never listened to me. All right, all you guys who own AMC shares, Bed Bath & Beyond shares, like some cat right here in the damn. It wasn't the Eagles. What, Chad? Okay, Chad, listen to me. The Eagles didn't beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat the Cowboys. I want to know who's the coach. Gotta go somebody. This is ridiculous. Anyway, don't distract me right now. Don't do this, okay? I live on planet Moon. I don't live on planet Earth. Please sell me. Is that what you say? Please sell me when GME gets $30. Take your profit. You can all have back in. You can all get buy back in. Ultra Pikachu. How'd that work out for you on AMC, by the way, Ultra Pikachu? Are you not taking your own advice? Didn't you lose like $14,000 on AMC? And we're trying to take your advice. Hey, by the way, bro, I don't mean to, just jump. I don't want to pile up on you. But last I checked, I'm green, bro. I'm not selling for what? Nah, man, I'm green. My whole portfolio's green. Green. And you know what's even more crazy? I go look at GameStop, and let me refresh the page now that we're here. PSA graded cards, the ones they sell in the store, out of the store, online, not online. I mean, just everywhere. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. All these slabs. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, these one-piece cards, these Pokemon cards, more. Aaron Judge, they're giving that card away. I didn't know they're giving away free cards in the parking lot. Paul Skeens, that pitcher that everybody likes. Derek Thompson, I still like the Derek Thompson. $35.98, guys. 3,598 cards there in the PSA graded card shop. Yes, plenty of cards sitting there for you to go buy. Go check it out. I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan, so I always just type in Kobe. If I ever see a Kobe card, I just ask the wife, babe, can I buy it? You got $40, babe? You got $100? Let's see. Kobe Bryant rookie cards. Here's 2 of them. But what is this? I don't know what this is. SP. I buy tops. I buy stuff I like. I don't know what this is. It's a Kobe Bryant rookie card, but I don't know what SP is. And I've been collecting cards a long time. Nah, it wasn't like I don't do it. I do it. Upper Deck. This is an Upper Deck card. Upper Deck, but then is it a real rookie card? I don't know. Created quite the stir. He's prospect card. It says on there prospects, premier prospects, Kobe Bryant. I'll think about it, Upper Deck. I'll think about it. I might as well get one for like my nephew or something. Sold by GameStop. Oh, I love that. I'm going to tell you who it's sold by. Remember, I want to trade in my cards. I want to give them value. I want to take my cards, get them graded, and then trade them in. And let them keep the value. Let them make triple, quadruple, duple doubles on my cards and my money. Wow, they have some really nice cards right here, right in front of you. So, not too bad. I'm looking at it. The Joe Burrow card after the other night. No, look at this Wimby card for $600, $500. I don't know. Market value $658. Okay, anyway, I'll get to shopping later. I'm excited. Ooh, Marantz was doing some more math. You're going to love that stuff later. But yes, and then the fundamentals themselves. I get excited. Again, $11 billion company here called GameStop, and that's all they say it's worth. Nah, I'll say it's worth more. We know that right now it's running up. Pikachu, I'll take your advice later, bro. Later. Guys, take your profits and buy back in. Okay, so I want to make this very clear. GameStop can go to $100 a share. I'm not selling a single share. And I would be up a tremendous amount of money, and I'm not selling a single share. You guys can do whatever you guys want to do. Some of you guys be multi-millionaires at that point, and you guys would be, feeling good. Me, $100,000 is not it where I'm at. It's just not there. A lot of people know what, I don't know, I guess my position and then what I would sell for, but it's not $100. Could I buy back in? I guess some people have that mentality, but just do what you guys do. However you invest. You guys have been holding for 4 years, not me, and I don't feel any which way about it. Poor guy is hurting hard over AMC. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough when you let a swindler, a huckster, all of the above at AMC, take your money from you. Adam Aaron, see, it's one thing to have Adam Aaron. Can we talk about this, guys, really quick? I know we don't talk about it in detail that often, like when I explain AMC, and people always think, oh, it's just Adam Aaron. It's not just Adam Aaron, right? Like we've talked about it. Adam Aaron's one guy who's worked for Norwegian Cruise Lines, Vail Resorts. He also worked for United Airlines, Philadelphia 76ers. He worked for Starwood. Was it Starwood? Starwood Hotels, yes. And that's the majority of it. But all of it's all owned by private equity, right? Private equity, Apollo, basically. It definitely is Apollo. There's no way around it because Josh Harris owns all those companies I just told you, and Josh Harris owns the 76ers, and that's why he was the president and co-owner, and they actually owned AMC, and I've shown you the track record of that. But there's other people on the board of directors that I pay attention to, like Denise Clark. They call her D, right? So, if you ever think about Denise Clark, she just got to AMC in 2023, and where does she come from? Private equity again. It was going to be from UNFI. If you don't remember, I showed you people from Zell's Jewelers, those CEOs. Betsy Burton, I believe that was her name, was also part of that company. And that's United Natural Foods. That's where Sprouts gets their foods. And that just happens to be Sprouts company, has to be Apollo company. She also was at Caesars and Caesar's Palace. And for all you YouTubers out there that copy my DD and you finally just read Caesar's Palace Coup, you're only about 3 years behind when I brought up that book that you would have never brought up on your own. But of course, you guys take the DD from Connect the Dots and start making channels and videos of your own. I guess I should feel flattered, but no, you guys are always behind on the details and the info, like 3 years behind. But that's a person called Denise Clark. There's Marcus Glover. I believe that's his name, Marcus Glover. I'm trying to remember Danny Glover, but it is Marcus Glover. And Marcus Glover, once again, it's Caesar's Palace Coup. That's where he comes from, Caesar's Palace. And he's on the board of directors at Apollo, or I'm sorry, at AMC. So when people are part of Caesar's Palace, and you really have, I named you D, and I named you Marcus, and then, of course, Adam Aarons, part of all those companies. And then the latest one that they just hired in February of this year, Sonia Jane. Sonia Jane's the same thing where she's coming from an Apollo-run company called Redbox, and Redbox was owned and bought out by Apollo and bankruptcy, all that nonsense. And she's on the board of directors at AMC too. Like, there's too many connecting dots here. And then you have Philip Latter, Sir Philip Latter, and his connections to private equity. So it literally is run by private equity. So when people tell you, oh, they study companies or they study outcomes, and we studied all of Bed Bath & Beyond board of directors, and who were they? Every single one was Bed Bath & Beyond, was private equity. Every single board of director for AMC is private equity. Like, that's how you have to look at it, and then you understand what's the issue. And I have people out there making videos and content and talking about Marantz is wrong about private equity and he's wrong that they're there to bankrupt companies. No, you just didn't do the homework that we did. The homework is literally there. The playbook is there via the Wharton Way, via the Milken Institute, and what Drexel Burnham Lambert did on purpose. They loaded up companies with junk bonds, okay? And they went ahead and bankrupt them. And how did they do it? They accelerated by putting their people on the board of directors. Those same people that were on the board of directors in the 80s and the 90s are still here today. And they're on board of directors for multiple companies. And every single company I've named has gone bankrupt, whether it be Big Lots. Of course, Kohl's is on its way. And you see what happened with Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, AMC, and the rest of them, right? So we didn't just make this up. It really is true. It's called Connect the Dots. You guys should watch it. If you don't watch it, well, then you don't know what you're looking at, right? And what am I looking at? I'm looking at a company called GameStop who pushed out private equity. So all the bad guys that were at GameStop, they all got pushed out. They're in other companies now. Good for them, but they're not here at GameStop. The guys who are here at GameStop, Ryan Cohen, Alan Adel, Larry Chang, Jim Groupie, and Zinza, I forget her name. I don't know how to say her name, to be honest with you. It's a very hard name to read. But 5 people that are worth a damn, and that's who I follow, and that's where I want to be. And so it's a great investment for me. Not selling anytime soon. I don't have to. I don't need to. I don't want to, right? But I want this stock to run because I want you guys to see the difference between, undervalued versus, real value. And when people say, Marantz, what are the metrics you're measuring value stocks, right? So people have this idea of what a value stock is versus a growth stock. Just know the difference really quick. Growth stock, obviously, it's self-explanatory. That company is growing, therefore it's a growth stock. And in GameStop's case, they can't grow today. They have to cut back only because they were expanded. They were actually sent out, to pasture. They were literally sent out to die, and they didn't. But them recovering and them transitioning and pivoting, this is how you make money in the world. If you bet on the loser, that then becomes the winner. You bet on the turnaround story. I've already told you guys this before. If you want true value, value stocks tend to have dividends, and you return, on your investment. You actually get some return on your investment. And I showed a chart that value stocks are catching up to growth stocks, and by 2025, you should have already been there because Wall Street's projecting earnings, and the earnings actually taper off at some point within 2025 because the spending is the way the top companies are earning. Does that make sense? The only way the top company earns their money, NVIDIA, for example, is when all the other companies spend into it, and they're borrowing money to spend into it. And of course, interest rates are going to catch up to them, or they're not going to have a return on investment for what they're investing in. It's the same 7 companies investing into each other. When that comes crumbling down, now you're going to see the true value to the market, and it'll be all readjusted. But here's the best part. If you want to buy a company like GameStop, the one that's at $26 right now and popping and going to the moon, they don't pay out a dividend yet. If they ever do, There's two ways to get a dividend, guys. Well, one way to get a dividend, but two ways to get value out of this stock. And that's going to be, you see, Ryan Cohen has a lot of choices to make with his money. And I say his money because he's the number one investor into GameStop. He's in control of the cash itself, and he's the chief investment officer for GameStop. So the $5 billion that they have cash that will show you net after quarter four, don't worry. I know, I already did the math for you. Yes, they're going to have $5 billion cash. So when you have $5 billion cash, what do you do with it? You can do, CapEx. And a lot of people don't know how CapEx works, and that's the unfortunate part. All right, I don't know what books you guys are reading or how you guys do your homework, but it has nothing to do with leased buildings. Are we clear here? Like expenses. The actual report of expenses are controlled. We call them controllables, okay? And we're not talking about payroll. We're not talking about all those things that you can control but can't, because you got to pay your employees a living, and you got to give them a raise and all these other things you can do. But you can actually capitalize that by giving out shares, like GameStop does, to the store directors. But here's the other part about leveraging your shares versus cash. When you're doing CapEx, you literally can do it either. You can do research and development, which is one way of spending money. CapEx, right? You actually put money back into your buildings and refurbish them. When people say, oh, well, GameStop only had so much money and they couldn't finish out all their buildings. GameStop doesn't own the buildings. GameStop doesn't get to do something to the building without talking to the property manager. Have you ever run... I'm just asking for all you meltdowners out there. Hi, I'm in the professional business of commercial real estate. Maybe you don't know this, but I got direct connect, right? So if you ever run commercial real estate, the commercial real estate property manager manages what happens to the property. The owners are the ones who put the money back into it, not the store renting the damn spot. So when they say, oh, they didn't do any CapEx, they're not, oh, some did put in new floors, some put in better windows, or you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a damn clue. You guys are clueless. They don't need to spend money. That's why they pay a company to manage their property. When the lights go out on the sign, they're going to come out and be like, or above the sign, they're going to go, okay, we should put new light bulbs up there, right? When the window breaks in the company, guess what? They come out and go, oh, we'll repair that window for you, the damage of it. You're renting the spot. You don't own it. That's the difference here. But when people own the spots, like AMC Movie Theaters, who owns a lot of things, and or any other company that has tremendous amount of assets, they have to put in CapEx, right? Go look at Kohl's. Kohl's had to pour in on $1.5 billion worth of nonsense just to get it to say Sephora on the outside. Like, this is the difference between what GameStop's doing and what they're tied down to and what they're not. So when people say CapEx, get out of here. Okay, what's next? What else can you do with the cash that they're not doing? The cash, okay, not mergers and acquisitions. What? No, partnerships are one thing, but mergers and acquisitions? A partnership with PSA means they pay their fair share, we pay ours, somebody gets a net profit. You see, PSA is getting something out of this deal. They're getting foot traffic, they're getting recognition, and they're getting branding by partnering up with GameStop. I guarantee you there's a handful of people that had no idea how to get your cards graded, what you had to do, what the prerequisites were, and now they go, oh, okay, cool. I can bypass all that by going to GameStop. And I can save everybody money. And not only that, the hardcore collectors go, you know what? It's cheaper to go through GameStop. Let me start doing that. So the more cards you get graded, by the way, if each GameStop can average one card a day, that's $3.4 million to the bottom line every quarter, every period. And that's just one card a day. And I guarantee you, I've seen them. I've seen stacks of cards on the tables for a lot of people. So they're doing more than one card a day, some of these damn GameStops. And the ones that adopt it, the ones that get good at it, the ones where the employees like Keith in the video that he did over there with Lionheart, if you're out there watching what GameStop's doing, they're making money the hard way because you have to adopt it, you have to implement it, and you have to execute. And they're doing all the above in real time. It takes them a quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters. I'll see you 3 years from now when GameStop's the number one destination for all things cards, right? Oh, no. Did you guys see the other YouTubers who talked it down on it? They go, oh, this isn't going to PSA. Oh, it's a terrible idea. And then everybody looks at it and goes, are you serious? Don't speak that. It's a great idea. And we know it solves the problem. But here's the deal with the cash. You're not going to do mergers and acquisitions, right? It's not the time to merger or acquisition because Trump's not in office yet. There's still some regulatory issues there. So once that all figures itself out, great. Banks will figure out what they want to do with their money. But GameStop doesn't have to do it with their cash. They can leverage their cash. They literally can leverage their cash, stay cash rich, and borrow money and do it the right way. But you don't borrow money right now with inflationary period, and you don't borrow money right now with these interest rates. Cool. No merger acquisition. We know no capex, right? They don't have to do the bullshit. They just enough to keep the doors open and keep the shelves looking great, and however else they want to do it. But remember, they closed down fulfillment centers. I don't know if you guys remember this. They closed down fulfillment centers. I go talk to the managers, and managers goes, "We had brand new shelving in the fulfillment center in Kentucky." What did they do? They took all the shelving and sent it out to all the existing stores so that they could go ahead and merch their merchandise correctly, build up products. So go walk into your GameStop now. They have some of them look really nice. They have good shelves, good counters, and they're merching because they already had that stuff on hand. Some previous managers, some previous leadership bought all this stuff and never used it. Shocker. That's private equity. But GameStop, moving forward, has one option. One option that you're going to love, guys. It's one option that is two options. The one option to do with the $5 billion is to reinvest into you. And how do they reinvest into you? There's two ways. One is to pay a dividend. And a lot of you guys know, hey, some people don't pay dividends. They don't want to get tied into a quarterly amount, a yearly amount, and then it gets fixated on. But it's okay. Some people know some companies buy back shares. And if you buy back shares and you do it respectfully, responsibly, like an adult, then maybe that's where we're at. So GameStop can do one of two things, one of two that are beneficial to you. I don't think they're going to buy back shares at this level. I don't think they have to. I think they have earmarked right now $100 million they can buy back shares. We know that it's been on the books for a while. But then when they were buying shares, they were buying them at the equivalent today of about $1.50 to $2 a share. And that's great. That's when they bought them all back, and they bought back this company, and they bought it back and pushed the price up. But as of now, a dividend looks really nice. And wouldn't you like to invest into a company? I ask you, Meltdown. Wouldn't you like, because I know all the Meltdown owns GameStop, wouldn't you like to invest into a company that doesn't pay a dividend yet? That doesn't announce it yet? Because I'll tell you what happens once you announce it. It's going to be gone. $26 is the least of your concern. I've been live for 26 minutes. I have to read the chat, and I appreciate you guys, but get ready for the dividends coming your way if you're a GameStop investor. Do I see them? One day. Do I see how it's all going to work out? Who knows? I'm just here, bro. But I love the way GameStop's doing their work. And, retained earnings, negative $230 million. Maybe it's moved since then. I haven't looked at it lately. Let's go look at it right now. On income itself, is it under this chart right here? Retained earnings, profit? No, where's it at? It's on the balance sheet, huh? Yeah, maybe. I'm not good at this stuff, guys. Everybody knows I'm terrible at learning about the state of the company. Trailing 12, boom. And let's see where we're at. We're at negative something, right? Retained. Is it on a different sheet? Where are we at? There it is. Negative 230. I told you I called it right on the money. So negative $230 million for GameStop on retained earnings, which is fine. That means that they have to actually get back to flush. I would like to see it happen. Do I think they can make $230 quarter four? I do. Quarter three, what do I think happened in quarter three? Well, a couple of things are true. People told me I didn't know how to read a balance sheet, if you guys don't remember, a while back. They told me I didn't know how to read a balance sheet and that I didn't know how to read one of these bad boy 10Qs. Can I explain something to you guys? This is a 10Q here for quarter three for GameStop. And I want to show you a little passage here that I was reading and that I was telling people and they weren't paying attention to. Okay? So right here, this is the passage. And it says here, in January of 2022, I wonder, can you guys see? Oh, no, you guys can't. Oh, my goodness gracious. Right there. Sorry, guys. So there, did I show you anything else that I need to show you? I can't remember. It's okay. We're fine. So in January of 2022, and let me make sure you guys are good. You guys see it right here. Let me see. Perfect. Also, you can sell back the slabs that you don't want in the store, and they pick up the ones you want and put them out for cash, slabs towards charge up, etc. Yeah, we know. We know what we can do. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right, so check this out, guys. I bought a Dak Prescott to get graded, and then they graded right on the spot as rejected. Oh, thanks. Hulk Hogan, get your ass out of here. Okay, so look at this, guys. So this was the agreement with IMX, okay? And the reason why I'm paying attention is because I study last year's earnings versus this year's earnings and what are the projections. So it says right here, an impairment of $33 million on digital assets, a gain of 6.9 in digital assets, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And deferred income of $41.7 million in SG&A expenses on the consolidated balance sheet. Deferred to on October 28, 2023 as deferred income. If you read it here, it says $14.3 million, respectively, will be listed as an expense. Okay, IMX was $14.3 million in accrued liabilities and current liabilities on condensed consolidated balance sheets. And the reason I say that is because I tell you they hide expenses in the SG&A. This is one. This is one because when you look here, all right, we go here. We're going to go to the quarterly. Let's go to the quarterly. Let's go to last year's quarterly. You see here operating expense and SG&A at 310. 310, and you minus the gross profit, they're negative almost $30 million. Negative. Now, why does that matter, the 310? Because there's really $14 million hidden in there. That's what this tells you, that there's $14 million accrued liabilities as current liabilities. And the reason why I know it's in the SG&A, because it says it here, respectively, in SG&A expenses on our consolidated statements of operations. That's what it says that you're going to see it as. See, during the 3 months and 9 months, we recognize deferred income of $14.3 million and $42.9 million. That's how much extra. That's why the adjusted EBITDA is so great in GameStop's favor. It's actually adjusted to about $160 million positive because of these one-time expenses. So when you look over here at the financials, and you look at GameStop, you'll see it's 310 already. That has the 14 built into the mix. This website stock analyst, that's why people always tell you, like, they're like, you're wrong, just look. Did you hear dumbass Tony De Niro? I even say it. Tony De Niro goes, hey, Marantz, you're wrong, buddy. Look at, you can just pull up the 10 Qs if you know how to read them. And he goes, if you can know how to read the 10 Qs, then it'll show you that your number's wrong because GameStop really has SG&A a lot different than what it was before and versus what the numbers aren't right. So then you go in here and you see it's 296, right? It says 296 right there. Well, hey, somebody tell me, what's 296 on SG&A plus the 14 million that they need to put in on there? The 14 on operating loss right here, that's the amount that's hidden, right? But no, operating loss and impairments. Watch this, 1496, right? Plus 14, 310, right? Okay, go here. What does it tell you? 310. They already built in the nonsense that was happening with the IMX deal. So when you actually look at the expenses on SG&A, do you really think it's going to be 310 this quarter? Is it going to be, or is it going to come screaming down? Is it going to be way less than that because they were, 296 before, and then they went ahead and they're not doing as much. They don't have as many stores open, and I went ahead and did the math. I looked at cost of revenue. I think cost of revenue is going to be around like $525 million. I think their sales are going to be around $755 million. I'm just keeping on pace with what they're doing. But how can you change those numbers? If you are selling PSA graded cards, if you're actually getting cards graded, if you're selling packs of Pokemon. I mean, there's just a lot of things you can do to get there. But it looks like GameStop's going to come in. You think they're going to lose $30 million? I'm just asking. Because they come in at around 225 and they spend around 260. Right? I'm just guessing 260, 265, whatever. They're going to be somewhere around $45 million loss. But in the $45 million loss, if you know their interest is already 40, do you think they really lost $30 million this quarter, in quarter three? I'm guessing they're breaking even. I'm guessing they're breaking flat, which is fine, which is great, actually. But what if they're not? What if they actually beat it by a mile? I mean, they could. They could go positive by about 10 to 15. 10 to 15 puts them in a different category for profit. And the reason why it puts them in a different category for profit, because you're looking at now a fiscal wrap, if they could get 15, right? You're looking at 15 and 15, which is 30. You're looking at 60, which is going to be right there on the cusp of around 100, minus the 70. So they're at $70 million profit. And now we're going to swing over and we're going to change this $63 million into a number like $200 million. I know they're not ready. They're not ready for $200 million for the quarter in quarter four, but it's going to be 200. And it's going to be about $250 million for the year, and I'm going to be here to tell you I told you so. That's the truth. And if you don't see it, if you don't see $250 million in profit, and you don't understand what that means for a company that's listed as value because, hey, where are they penciling them in? They're penciled them in for bankruptcy, guys. That's where they penciled them in at. And everybody puts them down for $5 million or for $10 million or $10 billion. I apologize. No, a company with $5 billion, that's the starting point. Now let's go do your PE ratios from that 5 billion platform that we're jumping from, where you guys are jumping from platforms of like a 400 million, a company worth 300 million, and you're like, a company has $300 million cash, and they're like, but look at their profits. I don't give a shit. Look at their profits. Go look at any company. We called out Best Buy yesterday. They're trading 6 to 1 on book. But let me ask you, okay? How many years do those companies that you guys keep asking, are they better than GameStop? How many years they got to be in business before they get $5 billion of profit? They can never get there. How many of them could offer up shares of their company and get $5 billion? They can't. One, the coffers won't do it. Two, the market won't hold it up. Three, no one's invested. No one's interested. Are you interested in buying those companies at the top to raise money for them? No. No one's willing to buy this market at the top. There's only one company that's not at the top of this market. There's only one company that's not in the S&P 500 that they all want to compare to. Stop comparing companies to GameStop that are not in the S&P. When they call me and say, Marantz, what about Amazon? They call me, what about Apple? What about Nvidia? What about you guys? Go give me some mid-cap companies. I already did them. I already broke them down. I already saw what they don't have. And I already saw how we beat out everybody. And now we're sitting here at $11 billion on the eve of that we're actually looking like we're going up to $12 billion, $13 billion. That's what you're invested in, guys. You're invested in the greatest turnaround that nobody wants to tell you. And yet you have the best leadership, you have yourself to look at, and no one's telling you this. You're the only clown that's asleep here. Tell them about it. Clown's dreaming to be rich. You think I'm dreaming to be rich? 10 free memberships for the channel. Appreciate you there, Stacks. Don't forget, if you get a membership part of the channel, you are going to be in that raffle, in that draft for the Raptor 8 that we're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving away at least 2 Raptor 8s on the earnings show. Yeah, I got a helmet on tonight. And for all you meltdowners, do you have one? You know, I got to tell you, man. At least some of these guys own a trench coat and the same hat every night. But I don't see anybody out here with a helmet. They need helmets, man. Or give me the investment that's going to be the next helmet. I'm just asking. Thank you. All right, I'm going to read the chat because, you know, it's Sunday. And I'm going to watch some football tonight. I guess I got to watch something. God, that Cowboy game was awful. Like, I was, you know it's awful when I'm cheering on Trey Lance. Like, come on, Trey. It was just as bad. He threw a pick. His guy fumbled. We had like 6 turnovers. Oh, it was bad. It hurt. It hurt, Yost. All right. Listen, I'm aware tomorrow is Veterans Day. For the first time in my professional career, I am working on Veterans Day. And I never do. Not by choice. I just don't because I've never been scheduled on it. And it's the first year that I've been scheduled on it. And it means a lot to me. It does. You know, I had the luxuries of playing basketball with a guy. We used to play all the time. And I want to say we called him Manny. Manny, yeah. And from what I know, his son was Hunter Lopez, a veteran in the Marine Corps, went to my high school, and unfortunately he passed away in Afghanistan when those 13 soldiers died when the Biden administration decided to evacuate Afghanistan. So my hometown here is pretty serious about Veterans Day. We're serious about veterans like you should be. But the fact that that guy, you know, Hunter Lopez is a hometown hero, straight up, you know, for him to be, you know, at such a young age and loss, it taught me, you know, what selfless service is. It taught me how to be an American. And, you know, I wave a flag in the back of me. This flag, like I always tell you guys, flew in a flag call in Qatar. And I was outside of the theater. I was stationed outside of CONUS, Continental United States, for 2.5 years straight without putting my feet on U.S. soil. And when you've been in the military, you learn to respect all walks of life, all shades of colors, and you respect your brothers and sisters, you know, and most certainly those in arms. So, Hunter Lopez, thank you for your sacrifice for this country. And the reason why I get to stream and the reason why I get to, you know, be here with the helmet on and messing around with GameStop. But I wouldn't be able to do this in America, the land of the free, home of the brave, without the sacrifice of over 1 million active duty members in the United States military. And, of course, all of those who have passed. So I pay my respects to you guys. And tomorrow I'll honor you by going to work. But I think everyone should recognize the reason they are afforded these freedoms are because some high school kid, literally high school kids, sacrifice their youth and their freedom so you don't have to. And that's the truth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and watch all this, guys. Let me read the chat to you. GME AMC Pump is here this week. You're embarrassing yourself there, Carbon Panther. Without a doubt, GameStop's going to go everywhere. But what are you talking about, a pump on AMC? Did I miss something? AMC's a 40-cent stock. Did I miss it? Did anybody see it? Maybe I got to go back. Hold on. I apologize, dudes. Maybe I read it wrong. Hold on. I'm looking at the chart really quick. AMC is right here. It's $4.27. That's after a 10-to-1 reverse stock split. So it's actually 42 cents, right? The equivalent. How bad is it? Let's go to the weekly. This is the weekly chart, brother. Let me go to the monthly. Hold on. Maybe it's different. Oh, no, it's not different. So it's lost from $339. I'm so sorry. $393, the equivalent of, all the way down to $4. Holy. I'm sorry. I don't know what pump you think you're going to get out of this. Oh, it got to $12 the other day. $12, that's when GameStop was booming to 80, right? So $12 is the equivalent of $1.20. Remember, these are log charts, not linear charts, so they look a little skewed. Like, how could you ever get here? How could you ever get back to $50? You think you're getting there? The dilution of this stock is unreal. It diluted from a float of 500 million shares all the way to 3.75 billion. I'm so sorry for you. 3.75 billion shares. You know when Adam Aaron offers up shares to private equity and he exchanges it for debt and I sold off 100 million shares. Like, that's a billion, bro. Oh my God. It's that bad. There's nothing coming back here. I don't care what you think is coming. It's the worst investment. Since Mullen Automotive and a couple other ones, Bed Bath & Beyond, HYMC. I mean, the list goes on and on, bro. I don't feel bad for you. I just think you should be educated. Here you go. This is the best bull right here. This is it, guys. This is a Dorito on top of a Dorito on top of a Dorito. We call it the Dorito burrito right here. There's 3 Doritos we're breaking out of, guys, all at once on the monthly chart. Here's the weekly chart. You guys see us breaking out. All the bullish right here indicators are there for you. We're breaking out, guys. Zoom in. Boom. We called it. We said we're going to bounce. Don't worry. I drew these lines a long time ago. Look at the daily chart. Gone out of the little burrito. Do you see the little burrito right there? It was going up. Boom. Tested from $20.35 all the way through to 25 and some change. Now 26. And you see it. Getting out of this zone, it's going to take off. It's in another Dorito. The 1 hour chart. Yep, we look that good on the 1 hour chart. Let me go back. Boom. That's the 1 hour chart. You see the burrito here? Look at the Dorito. The bottom of the Dorito pushing up. And then what did we do once we got to the end? We broke out the day that we were supposed to break out. Don't stop to ask. We're going to find a way to make it last. And when you find a way... Tell them what you go on to say. We break out. Look at this shit. Bottom, pushing. You ever walk on an incline? You're just like, I'm going to get there. That's exactly what GameStop's doing. They're just like, I'm going to get there. And they're pushing it down. And then, pop, capitulation. And then, out of there. There we guys go. Now we're going sideways at 25, 26. I like where we're at. This is a new little diving board. Oh, yeah. It worked out there on the 5-minute chart. Did it work out on the minute chart? It did. It looks great, guys. I keep it right here on the daily because I'm paying attention to this movement here. I think GameStop can touch all the way back up to get you the other end of this cup and handle. I think we go test back up at $47 this week. I'm looking for the 40s for my birthday, guys. Birthday's on Thursday. Get it right, get it tight. I'm celebrating all week. Birthday is on Thursday. I'm going to be 42 years old. I want $42 on the stock. I'm not selling the stock. I just want 42. If we get 42, we are now in the realm of being eligible for the S&P 500. Believe it. I don't know when it'll happen, but I'd love to see it happen because we can make it happen. Oh, shit, he says, $26. Yeah, please, watch your language, young man. We can't be cursing on the mic. 27 25.70 right now in the overnight, right here on Robinhood. Talking about robbing the hood. Not going to happen here, but that's the stock right now, guys. Looking great on Robinhood at 27.73, 25.73. I apologize. What do I expect tomorrow? I expect to have a gap and go. And why? Because we did it before. And I showed it to you on the chart, and that was going to be the last time GameStop took off. It was around Memorial Day. Always around these days for the veterans. I love. So if we go back here and we look at Memorial Day, maybe you guys remember it. It's going to be right here We were down, we went up, we went down, we were down here, right here, on the 30th, 31st, 30th, when we came out of that holiday weekend, boom, the next day. Remember, we took a day off, and we took off. Gone. And then we came back, we bottled, and then, of course, it fizzled out. Why? GameStop went ahead and diluted the float, an additional 120 million shares, raised money, put the money in the coffers. They're sitting on $4.6 billion. I hope and I pray that GameStop takes off. This is what I want. I want them to take off this time. I don't want Ryan Cohen to say a word. I want all the meltdowners. I want all of the looky-loos. I want all of the fake fans. I want all the I love GameStop. I want all you crybabies. I want Ryan Cohen to dilute the float one last time. No, one more time. One more time. That's what I want. I want him to do it one more time. And when he does it, I want to just sit here and laugh at you because you guys are going to lose your lids. You guys can't do it. And when it happens, I'm just going to be like, yep, we now have $6 billion. And that's how I want it to be. I want to have $7 billion cash. I want to have $10 billion cash. But for all you guys, remember what we do when we hit the moon, okay? When GameStop hits the moon, we get that excited, guys. And if you don't like it, well, maybe you're in the right spot. It's GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Take a small pause for the commercials. I hope you guys love it. Peace. Red Drift. You've been around for a minute, bro. You've been with me in the chat and the channel for almost 4 years. I realized it. Like it hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks the other night. I was talking to everybody, and I was talking to Elmo, and I was talking to my wife, and I said, why do these guys exist? And shout out to the guys who have the 5 free memberships. That was from Michael Vanetti. I really appreciate you, bro. Red Drift, you said, do Jackie Marantz get along yet? Why would we? I don't talk to grifters. Okay? Here's the deal. Somebody like you say things like GameStop. Let's do this. When we talk Pokemon cards and expect GameStop, okay, listen, expect GameStop to be Brickshare Hathaway 2.0, I kind of don't buy it. GME has to do subverting big and major, not just stamping cute kid cards. Okay, Red Drift. Red Drift, I have a question for you, man. Are you invested? You've been with me for 4 years on the chat and channel, bro. I ask you, are you invested? Because if you are, I ask you why. Are you hoping and praying that someone comes in and just puts billions of dollars down on the table so that you can make your money and you can walk off into the sunset? I mean, what do you have to offer to get rich tomorrow? I believe in everything. I believe in everything that GameStop can do because I manifest it. I'm living proof. My wife asks me every day, how do you wake up and you're just happy? I wake up happy. I put my feet on the ground. I'm just in a good mood. No matter what's against me. You don't know what I go up against. I don't know what you go up against. But the greatest thing that I was ever told was happiness is a choice. So I choose to be happy. No matter what went wrong last night, no matter what's against me, all weapons formed against me, they don't prosper. It doesn't work that way for me. You see GameStop stamping little kid cards, as you call it? That little kid card company is worth $1 billion. And that's just one aspect. PSA is worth $1 billion, or that's what Steve Cohen bought them for. When you start putting respect on something, then you'll understand. Can I give you the example? Meta comes out here when they were Facebook, and they bought Instagram for $1 billion. How much do you think Instagram's worth today? Were people laughing? Oh my God, that's a dumb little app where people just pass pictures around. Who would pay $1 billion for some kid's app? You don't dream big enough. You don't understand what that does. Do you know why people download apps? Red Drift, like I'm trying to teach you something here, and hopefully you understand. There's not a company in America right now that operates not with the rewards program. There's not a credit card in America today that does not operate with the rewards program points, cash back. Everyone had to give incentive to the people to come into their business, right? When you want to create an up, how do I create an up? How do I get somebody to walk up to my counter? To look up on my website? How do I get somebody to become an up? When you're inventing business, you invent the customer acquisition cost, right? The CAC. What does it cost you to get somebody in front of you? In this case, PSA graded cards is one thing. But where's the promotion? I went to a card show, the largest card show in Vegas, the week of the announcement. No PSA representation, no GameStop representation. So you know what I did, Red Drift? Crazy. This is the craziest thing you'll ever see. I took my own money, $30 of my own money. I then paid a cab driver to take me to the spot. I then paid $30 again to get in. And then I proceeded to walk and talk to every single card dealer at that show and tell them GameStop and PSA have a partnership and you can take your cards to GameStop and get them graded. That's what I did. Because a little company out there that stamps cards is a little company until it's not. But I ask you, you put your money in, right? What are you going to get out of it? How much energy and effort are you putting into your investment to get something out of it? Oh, no, you're not doing anything? You just want it to happen? All bullshit aside, I wake up every day. I drive my truck to work. I haven't missed a day of work in, I don't know, a decade and a half. And all I think about is GameStop. Last 4 years, I drive the roads and I think, how is GameStop making money? What are they going to do next? What can I do to help? How can I talk about it? How can I learn about it? How can we do the math? How can we get this message out? That's what I do every day. So I ask you, Red, what do you do for your investment? No? Then sell and walk away. You don't deserve it, man. There's a handful of people out here that don't deserve the info we give, the community we've built, and the good times we have. Adults buy them all the time, like old guys in their 40s. Yeah, we know. I know my average price on GameStop is $2.50. Marantz saw in the Discord. Burton, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. People don't believe it, but my man's been in it since it was EB, Electronic Boutique. Swear to God he has. Last 6 months after, yeah, it's okay. A lot of these guys, it's much bigger than just Pokemon cards. It's a big market. Yeah, without a doubt. Hope you're having a good night. I'm having a great night. That was another thing, Dark Side. I know Dark Side Night works for GameStop, and here's the crazy part. Like when I go in there and we talk to him, it was because when I say we talk to him, think about this. I pull up to GameStop. My wife literally could stay in the truck. She doesn't. I go, babe, you staying in the truck? She's like, no. She's jumping out. She wants to see what's up. And she's looking around and she's pointing things out to me. But you know what? She's a new customer, and so is most people that, like, the card guys are different than the game guys. Game guys are still there. You still have the legacy business. You still have components. You still have, the consoles. But now we have the card collecting crew, which is a whole different demo. And remember when I told you I think this investment speaks to me? Like, I'm a real gamer. That part speaks to me. But I grew up collecting cards, like legit collecting. Like I knew everything about cards growing up. I still do to this day. I'm still catching back up. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it. Perfect. It's just another thing that triggers and it excites me because the individuals in their money making years, us, the guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, the guys who are actually spending their money on their kids, what is it that we are after? What are we collecting? What are we willing to spend money on? GameStop is punching that little hole right there. So I'm excited for it. And you have new people every day, yes. Yeah, the associates also do for sure. A lot of them are Pokemon nerds, most definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. There's stuff I don't even know. Yeah, they have to put limits on how many you can buy, but that's switched now that it's unlimited. Yeah, you can all day. That EV one, the new one coming out is unlimited. The pre-orders are unlimited. They're going crazy right now. I'm aware of the new 510 packs that are going crazy right now online. If you haven't seen them, they are at multiple stores. But a lot of things that you have built into your companies that you're invested in won't benefit you from the card carrying standpoint, a card company standpoint. I'll give you this example. Best Buy. Best Buy, if they focus on appliances, they focus on electronics, not cards. But now in their candy section, where they used to have candy and batteries, they now have cards. And it's not a lot, but it's enough to where you're like, ooh, they have cards. But what can't they offer you? They can't offer you a discount. They can't offer you your $5 a month towards the cards. They can't offer you a grading service. They're well behind the curve. And other people are not in this platform. There are not other people grading cards. GameStop built a ecosystem that it's inviting for everyone. It's affordable for everyone, and it's easy to use. The ease of use is unbelievable. So Best Buy's behind. How do they play catch up? Are they going to try to build a partnership now? How are they ever going to catch up? They're never going to catch up. Never. And that's the way it goes. Wise man once said, invest in what you love. I definitely agree with that. I collect the joy of my kids, me too. Also, having a CEO that actually has stake in his own company is pretty cool as well. Never worked somewhere where I even cared. Been in retail for a while now. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I care. You know, the best part about like working for your company that you own is, you know, you feel like you can make a difference every day if you end up getting to that level mentally. But for those of you that just clock in and clock out, maybe you'll spend some money at GameStop. The GameStop exclusive Pokemon cards are worth a lot. It's free or 1 penny or reselling for 40. Yeah, I have them too. I have the Pokemon exclusive cards. Like I have these ones right here that were free. I got so many cards here, guys, that I got yesterday when I was opening up the packs. You guys know I hit 2 cards that I want to know. I want to know about this one, Claremont's Quick Work, the trainer. And then I had hit that one nice one. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's over here. This one here, this EX card. I hit this yesterday. If you guys watch the member only section, you guys can see it. But that's the card I hit yesterday. The Archildon EX, whatever. So I hit that card yesterday in the pack of the new Sparking Surging Sparks. And I did hit one of the trainers that I wanted to know more about, Claremont Quick Work. But some other cards I got in there, but that was the main EV card or whatever it's called, EX card. Yeah, EX card. I don't know much about Pokemon, but I bought them. And that's the card that I hit in one of the packs. I bought 6 packs of Surging Sparks. And then I bought 2 Lorcana card packs. I also have 2 trading card, the cryptocurrency cards, but we're going to give these away at the Tamale Festival. I have 4 Raptor 8s to give away. We'll be giving away at least 1 here on the chat in the channel to members of the channel. So if you are a member of this channel, by the time GameStop earnings comes, then you'll have a shot at winning one of those free Raptor 8s. If you don't know what a Raptor 8 is, I'll show it to you really quick. Oh, man, my helmet. What is that? This is a Raptor 8 right here. Ooh, that really happened. So it's a Raptor 8 right here. And matter of fact, let me turn my light on me. I think I can do it that way, right there. So that's the Raptor 8. You plug in any phone, and it becomes into a handheld playing station thing. This is a private label through GameStop, new technology, and it's awesome. It was like the PlayStation Backbone, but this one, Backbone was only compatible with iPhones. This one's compatible with all phones. So you'll be winning that for free, part of the channel. What a great incoming week. Yes, Endgame it is going to be. Ford Raptor, Shiba Inu, 20%, Dogecoin 30%. You know, I saw Bitcoin taking off. Bitcoin was all the way through the roof. Bitcoin, is it Bitcoin USD? How do I have it? It's not Bitcoin Cash. I forget how they put it on this damn website. They don't do, I forget what it was. But Bitcoin was crazy. Bitcoin, what is it under? I forget. Bitcoin, is it USD or no? Somebody knows what it's under. I can't remember right now. Let me just see what comes up. No, it's not that one. I used to have it on my watch list, didn't I? All the damn cryptos. And I had Bitcoin on there, but then I deleted it. It's under Bitcoin something. It's not Bitcoin Cash. I can't remember the name. Huh. I can't remember, bros. Just on here, it's this way. I really don't remember what it was, guys. But it's not under stock, not under ETF. It's under something on crypto. You guys will tell me. I can't remember what it is on there. BTC. Let me see. Nah, it's under something. There it is. Boom. B, it's under CCCC, so it's BTC USD. Boom. So Bitcoin finally broke 80,000. As it pushes out, remember, you got to hedge the whole world with something. This is the hedge. To GameStop? Most definitely. But Bitcoin at an all-time high. I wonder who's buying it at 81,000. You guys are a joke. Should have bought it at 15 when we were talking about it. 16, we said, oh, God, this is a terrible time. So everybody was in it down here, and now who's selling it way up here? Institutions own Bitcoin, guys. If you don't know, you can actually check the wallets and track it. And that's Bitcoin right there, $80,000, 81,400. So not for me. Want to grade my currency cards? Yeah, not yet. GameStop's looking good. Yeah, GameStop's coming in great. Coming in hot right now at $25.94. GameStop right there, $25.94. Not bad. It looks like it's going to start arching up. Just remember, you can't go too high on Robinhood. Robinhood overnight doesn't allow it to go too high because they have like a buffer. I don't know if it's 10% or 5%, but up or down, either way, you can't go more. It's just for insurance purposes. But I think GameStop's going to blow past everything tomorrow, for sure. Is it 20%? Great. 20% is the buffer. Terrible. I think it's going to blow it out of the water tomorrow, just because it needs to. Just kidding. There you go. Wish I would have sold all my Doge at 7 cents. Oh, well. Or at 70 cents. What is that, whiskey? Yeah. You know what's crazy, guys? I was watching some other YouTubers who like to talk about me, and they were like, Marantz is a degenerate gambler. Because he talked about... Dudes, I'm a degenerate gambler. What I had talked about one time is that I played poker back in the day when I was in my 20s. My 20s. I'm in my 40s now. And when I was in my 20s, I had excess cash, and I spent it all, yes, playing poker. A lot of it, majority of it, playing poker. The other half I spent was like on girls and drinks at the bar. That's what I mean. Not like I paid for girls, but drinks at the bar, stuff like that. So these guys don't really know what the hell I'm into. I don't know what you did back in your 20s, but yeah, did some dumb stuff. Doesn't mean that it still has an effect on me now. My only addiction today is the love of my family, the consistency I have by waking up every day and getting my ass to work. And then, of course, GameStop and YouTube. And, yeah, that's good enough for me. But to say that I'm a gambler, that I have an addiction or I have a problem, I guess GameStop is that. Then let that be my addiction. But last I checked, I don't cost my family anything. I don't put them into jeopardy. They're not in harm's way. So, nope. Other part about that is they said, Marantz used to be into crypto. Yeah. Never affected my stock. It never affected my portfolio. I just had, I think it was like 20,000 Dogecoin. At the time, they were like 3 cents, bro. Calm down. I sold them for like 9 cents. But yeah, it wasn't as much as you think it was. Wasn't that I made a killing. But yeah, sold everything, went into GameStop, poured in a little bit more money, got in with the initial like $5,000-ish, all the way up to $9,000, depending what it was, and then paced myself the rest of the way, where I was just tick, tick, tick. And there's a point in time where every dollar that I put into my 401k, 1/3 or 1/4 was going into GameStop. So yes, I was rationing off 25% of my cash into GameStop. Not much. I don't have excess. And you guys know my story. I tell it to you all the time so that you guys understand just how transparent I am. You know, I had to come up with $31,000 to buy the house. I had to come up with extra money to live life. And all of that money that I put into my family, never did I ever put them in harm's way with my investment. It's just I'm so steady and responsible with what I have. It's unfortunate that these guys try to paint me out to be something that I'm not. I'm not a gambler. I don't risk it. I put money into GameStop because I believe in Ryan Cohen, I believe in the leadership, and I believe in you. I believe in you, the common investor, the everyday investor. So I'm just telling you the story so that the guys out there that try to paint me in a negative light, if you guys don't know, there's websites out there, 32,000 active members on the Meltdown, trying to always pick apart any video you make or any stance you might have. And the unfortunate part for them is, that's what they wake up to do. So, people, if you guys believe in your investments and you have conviction in the trade and the investment you're doing, then you don't let the outside things get the best of you. But I live on the internet and it's tough. It's a tough world, and you have to learn to block some things out. So I do my best. I do. I get videos sent to me all the time by people saying, "Oh, look who's talking about you. Look at what they said. Look at this. Look at that." I don't give it more than the moment that I give it. So I won't carry it with me per se. But you need to carry it with you. You need to carry the fact that here's how it all works out. If you have a platform and you have a message and you talk about it, then someone's going to want to, talk against it. And I don't mind. I don't know why people think I'm dismissive at any time to someone's opinion. I'm not. I just try to show them how they're wrong if they're talking bad about GameStop. Because how dare you? How dare you say one bad thing about GameStop? It's not possible, y'all. It's not. Look at the damn stock. It's booming. Going to the moon tonight, and it feels great. So tomorrow morning, I thought we're going to run. Holding long-term equals degen gambler. Yeah, exactly. Marantz, how long have you been holding GameStop? Oh, 4 years. And then somebody goes, opportunity cost, bro. What? What, you want me to jump around and find out where I can lose it? Or should I just do what's right? Chasing stocks and trying to catch bubbles and pops, that's gambling. That's why day traders are not successful. There was a study done in China with 200,000 day traders. And I'm assuming these guys are pretty intelligent. But it was in the study that only 70 people out of the 200,000 literally were beating the index. Well, sorry to break it to you cats. I'm beating the index this year. I'm clobbering the index. The index is coming in at 35% increase, and we are literally beating it for the year so far by 80%. We're at 80%. Most of us that are invested into GameStop. So, index schmindex. We're okay. Want a grade? Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. What up, JB409? What's up is people's time against GameStop. If you bet against Ryan Cohen, he's the most underrated genius in the world. I definitely agree with that statement. And Ryan Cohen is going to show the world exactly what they've been missing. You don't become a billionaire in your 30s. It just doesn't happen. And when someone becomes a billionaire in their 30s, they got to stop thinking it's luck. Certainly when it doesn't show that it's like, right? Like Mark Cuban got lucky. He sold an inferior product to Yahoo, and then everybody ended up making a better product. But everybody knows that story. For you to be worth $4 or $5 billion based off of a terrible product, Brian Cohen sold a superior product, something that everyone was afraid of. He sold the competition something that could beat them, and they paid for it. They paid dearly for it, and they still had to make it. They had to make it work for them, but he got his money, and he put his money into Apple at the right time. And maybe he's just really opportunistic. Maybe he's just really lucky. But it looks like he got lucky again with Bed Bath & Beyond, and he got lucky again at Alibaba, and he got lucky again at GameStop for putting in when he put in. So the true value for what Ryan Cohen sees is one thing, but for him to be in charge at the company and him not to tell you his game plan, that's what makes it so intriguing, and that's what makes you want to buy more, because it's the unknown. For anybody out there, I need more guidance. The minute you get your guidance, then it's just a normal stock and normal company. There's no hidden veil. There's nothing behind the door. What's behind door number one? Or we can give you this. Or you can take the mystery box. I'm taking the mystery box, and that's GameStop. It really is, and I love it. That one guy who was wearing a trench coat in his 20s and 30s, in his 20s for sure. Yeah, it's too bad, man. Crazy, I was able to save more money investing in GameStop for real. Yeah, thinking all day. You know what's wild, man? Ray, if I were to walk away tonight from GameStop, these guys, the meltdowners, would tell you that I lost money. They would tell you opportunity cost. You lost, Marantz. Oh, you're only up on your position on GameStop. Watch, I'll show you what I'm up. On GameStop, you're only up $129 on your investment after almost 4 years. That's what they will tell you. Do you know what I'm going to tell you? I am up $22,588. I get to go to my wife tomorrow, if I wanted to, and sell for $22,500. I already bought the house. I already paid for most of this stuff. The cars are almost paid off. Like, I literally would do what with that money? Say, hey, mama, we saved that up. We did that together. That's it. That's a lot of money for an American. That's a lot of money for a father of 5 in a house in California looking, for a little lighter load. And that money might be gone in 2 years from now. We might burn through it in 2 years, but I'll tell you what, it was money well spent. It was money well saved, and it did its purpose. I educated myself in the last 4 years. I've developed partnerships and lifelong friendships that I'll never give up. I have plenty to be thankful for today. And the next bit of money that I get to roll into with over these next 10 years, these money-making years that I get to put it elsewhere. I get to put it in places that I want it to be. So there's no way I'm going to lose. I can't lose, guys. You can't lose. Besides GameStop being the best investment and, $5 billion cash and Ryan Cohen and it's Roaring Kitty, all this, those are all great things. But you're amazing. People, you're great. You get to look in the mirror and tell everybody, I have money in that said company, I'm invested, and they could never take it from you. It's safe as can be. That's it. And when it was down to 3,000, 5,000, 4,000 your bank account was down 80% in the summer of 2022. You were down 50% right there. You were down flat on your face in 2023. 2024, the stock was down at $10, $9.95. You were down and out looking at it saying, what are we doing? I had my doctor friend who's deep into the stock, guys, deep into, Marantz, are you still convinced? Are you still convicted? I said, yeah, I'm still. Watch this, guys. I can't even make this up. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to my contacts really quick with my phone. Okay, go to my contacts. I'm gonna go to a guy I know, a doctor friend of mine, and we're going to go and look and see how those conversations went. His name, I can't tell you his name, him and his wife, but just, I have them in my phone. And you'll see it right here. Watch this. We'll go as back far as I want to go. And this is February 22. Read this. Let's see if you guys can see it. February 22. What did he say right there, guys? The light's probably there. He says, "Is GME dead, my brother? What's going on?" Do you see my response? LOL. LOL. Hold on, it gets better. Then I put on there, just bought 1K more on Friday. He says, "The news pisses me off so bad. Wait till next month. Earnings GameStop will show profits for the first time in 6 years. I'm taking a bath with GameStop, brother. Jeez." I go, "I buy every day. I'll check back on you after the first quarter." Hey, he's taking a bath. Oh. Then I say right here, "Watch this video, enjoy the ride." He puts, "Love it, let's go, GME. When's GameStop going to explode, my brother?" He asked me again. That was September 9th. September 9th of this year. He's still in. Here's my answer. Tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. LOL, let's go GameStop. Send him a video. He goes, "I'll check it out. Thanks, brother. We are all crazy. LOL." And I said, absolutely 100%. Okay. True conversations I'm having. He's a doctor. True conversations I'm having with somebody who's all in, who loses conviction throughout the year, who questions it, who says, "Marantz, what's going on, bro?" And all I ever say is, "Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. I got you." Yeah, why stop now? I know, mama. Was watching at 2K speed just to catch up. Go, Marantz. Eddie Martin, you're welcome. Yeah. What were we doing back then? The stock was $10, $14. This guy's in for hundreds of thousands of dollars and telling me, "Marantz, what's going on here, man? I'm down. Are you still buying?" I'm still buying. Hey, I said in February, I said it right there, February. I said I just put in 1,000. You saw it in text. I said I just put in 1,000. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at positions. Let's see if Marantz is telling the truth. Okay? I said I just put in 1,000. Let's go in here and let's go and look at show all. And let's go to February of 2024 when he sent me that message. We're going to go back to February 2024. Let's see if I lie. Let's see if I tell the truth. Here's February. Here's February right here. You guys see February? Where's the 1,000? Oh, look. Right here. Right here, February 16th. It's now worth almost $1,600, and I put in $933 that day. Not to mention the other 85 that I was short. Oh, no, that's all on the 16th. Look at this. All on the 16th, I bought 85, 14. That's already 100, okay? And then bought another 200. That's 300. There's 733. There's 1,000. All that day I did buy the 1,000. That's the day he texted me. I said, I just bought 1,000. The $1,000 that I spent is now worth, right here, it looks like it's worth $1,500, $1,600, $1,750, almost $1,800. I'm up $800. I'm up 80% on my money from February to now. Living proof. I'm not worried about this investment. I buy every day. I have buy orders for every damn trading day. Over the last 4 years, I'm just buying and buying and buying and buying. I'm never going to come off of this, guys. They're talking to the wrong one. But I promise you, when you lose conviction, I still have it. For me to be up $800 on investment I made in February, no one's going to tell you that. They're going to be like, well, what about what happened back then 3 years ago? What happened 3 years ago? Even those buys are green now. Everything's green, babe. So when you put in 22 and you have 22, you have 22. Yeah. Green light to buy more. That's why they're so upset, because everyone was wrong. Yes. I do miss those $10 to $15 prices. Yeah. Did I see Richard Newton has 44 shares? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he has a big position in GameStop. I was told he has a huge one. That's what he was putting out before. He was leveraging his position for an interview. What I've told you, and I'll tell you this till the day I drop, the size of your position does not matter. Don't let it influence the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you look at things, because I'm going to tell you guys something right now. There are people in this chatting channel with double. I know people in here who have over 100,000 shares and watch the show and talk in the chat and been watching the show for 4 years. Yes, I would tell you that the greater part of this show controls more than 1 million shares. The people that watch every day, way more. I know people with 10,000 shares just sitting on it. Everybody. Yeah, so I have almost 1,000. That's it. I'm a normal guy. I'm the normalest guy, or am I? Or maybe I'm a little different. Because you can have 40,000 shares, but then you can also have the conviction of questioning the leadership and being down and out and being on a platform and making videos and convincing people that maybe options are the way to go. Maybe GameStop should be more transparent. Maybe they should be telling you the game plan. Maybe they shouldn't be diluting. Let me get upset. Let me write this letter. Nope. I'd rather have the guy with 1,000 shares. I'd rather have the guy with 100 shares. I'd rather have the guy with 10 shares, but he's real as F. That's really what I would have. So, yeah. Doesn't matter one bit. I guarantee you that dude sells. I guarantee you that dude sells the minute it starts going in about 40, 50, 60 bucks. Oh man, I'm here, I'm gone. Because they don't know what this company's going to be. They don't have a clue. I do. 51, how many times you better believe Team 51 is here? Yep. I only have 51 shares. I told you, people don't know. When I open up an online brokerage, I will buy a GameStop. Mark my words. What the hell are you doing here, Skater Die? What are you doing here if you don't have a brokerage account? Maybe you're learning. It's cool. Most of the people here in this chatting channel have 51 shares, so I'm good. Hey, for all the shares I don't have, my boy Inkin All Day has my back. How about that? I'll tell you what I do have. I have a badass tattoo on my arm. What do these cats have? Nope. That chump definitely selling at 40 at the least. Yes. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the chatting channel, guys. There you guys go. Eddie Martin. Thank you, man. Appreciate all his love and support for the channel, man. It'll go somewhere good. I'm learning from the best. Skated. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for that, man. I do my best. I can tell you that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat before we actually start the market tomorrow. We do know that we are about 2 months away from Donald J. Trump getting back into office. Just know he has direct influence right now over the markets and over a couple of things that are happening on the foreign policy front, making phone calls. And from what I'm being told, he wasn't ready the first time he ran for office and was elected president. He waited until Inauguration Day to actually get his transition team ready. He let the government pay for it. This time he's actually funding it himself. And his team's ready to go. They're already transferring over a lot of power. We know that he has a meeting in the Oval Office with Joe Biden this week, and he should. That's all I can tell you, because we're ready to roll. And I mean that on fiscal fronts. I mean that on policy fronts and on safety fronts. So I'm a huge supporter of what's going on today in the United States of America. You guys know that. But I'm a huge supporter of GameStop until the day I drop. And you know, the conviction I have in my investment into you and to everybody. Yeah, you know, it's one thing to get a tattoo on my arm, right? It's one thing to have the tattoo, and you wonder, like, what went through my mind to do that? Nothing. It didn't have to go through my mind. What was happening was I knew that I wanted to build a bigger canvas. So the position and what we have coming forward, I have to get with Inkin All Day soon. But it's something that I've always wanted. Inkin, I might just surprise you, bro. We might just have to do something midweek, and we might have to tell our wives that this is what's going down. But I get with you, brother. I get with you. I think, you know, man, I got to call you, because Saturday is looking really healthy for me. Oh, no, it's not. I got to go to a damn concert. Wow. 20 free memberships for the channel? Endgame, where was I? Yeah. I hope Marantz interviews Ryan Cohen on his channel one day. Herbert Garcia, would be a dream of mine to interview Ryan Cohen. Yeah, Endgame. That's wild, bro. Thank you so much. People got free memberships off of that thing, dude. Even my wife got a free membership. Hey, you bless the wife with the free membership? That's wild, dude. You know what? I challenge a lot of YouTubers to do a couple things. Be transparent. That's one. Two, put your spouse in your ecosystem. And see if they enjoy what you're going through and if they partake in it. I remember the earnings call from last year, third quarter earnings call live stream. My wife called me during the stream, and we had a conversation during the stream. And I was so excited because Ryan Cohen, that's when it was announced that he was in charge of the funds and he was able to invest them the way he wanted to. And, GameStop announced that deal going forward. But, it's been a year, and it's really been 4 years. Guys, November the 16th, Saturday, is the 4-year anniversary of GameStop and Ryan Cohen writing a letter to the board of directors talking about transition and pivot of the leadership team. And you look at it now, and he was right. I have Endgame tattoo. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, but he was right. And I'd love to have conversation one day with Ryan, not to leverage a channel for a convo. Ryan, we can do it offline. I wouldn't even have to record it. Just me personally, have a conversation and share my story. A lot of you guys know my YouTube story, but you guys don't know the other side of the story. Not everybody does. And I keep it near and dear to my heart because this has been a really good struggle for me professionally and personally. Some of you guys have seen me live it in front of you. Some of you guys, some people make comments online, about my life and my personal life, and they don't really know what the dynamic is in there. The day-to-day struggles of life amplify when you're online. Right? Like if we put a camera in front of everybody, just followed them all day, like how would their life turn out? Happy birthday, Mom. Hey, Mom, happy birthday. Learned and grown a ton in the last 4 years with GameStop. Yeah, American, that's my point. Almo just woke up. Hey, Almo is here. Almo Nestor, my boy. Almo, I didn't call you because my phone was dead, bro. I'm not even live on TikTok. The guys will tell you here. My phone was dead, and then I charged it. And now I have a little bit of juice. I was showing messages, but please share this video. I just sent you a super chat and tried to put the video in it, but it wouldn't accept it. I can't share a video. You're not a mod. You can't put in links or anything. And unfortunately, I can't see what you're trying to send. But if you put it in the Discord, then I'll eventually get to it. But my boy Almo's here. Jay's here. Jay, man, that's my boy Jay. There's a guy that knows a lot about me, Jay. That's okay. I understand. I appreciate you giving me the shout out to my mom's birthday. Well, absolutely. Your mom's a great woman, and I'll tell you why. First off, happy birthday to Mama. Mind games. But, your mother birthed you, and you're a GameStop investor. Therefore, she just birthed the best man on the planet. You're a beast, bro. But I was talking to Jay. You see Jay in the chat here. And Jay and I, we have a unique relationship where we pass messages back and forth to each other. And we don't always read them on the same timeline. Like he'll send me a message and a video and like, must watch, must read, Yeah, sure. But there's also those talks that we have because we're at different parts in our lives, If you have grandchildren, this means a lot. My wife and I were talking about grandchildren today and how we want to have some one day and what type of grandparents we would be. Because our grandparents, my mother had the best grandmother in the history of grandmothers. Okay? In the history of Grandma Nina would be anybody's grandma. I swear to you, I was around this woman. She had an influence and impact on me in the 15 years that I got to know her. But my grandparents weren't that way. My grandparents were like hardcore, a rough life. My grandmother moved with the fields. She worked in the fields, the Julio Cesar Chavez days. Cesar Chavez. I'm sorry, Julio Cesar Chavez, boxer. Cesar Chavez days, and she migrated over from Texas to California. And just to give an idea, an example, they drove, but they didn't drive because the car didn't work it that well. But they would sleep on piles of manure, literal manure. They would sleep on manure to stay warm at night because it was warm. You see, I didn't know. They didn't care about the smell. They cared about staying warm and surviving. You know, living a hard life like that, you learn what to value. So you value family, you value food. You put true value on stuff, and you don't. The waste of things is not even possible. My grandmother didn't waste a single thing. She is so frugal in the right ways. But that was a generation that grew up from the Great Depression, so they put money under the mattress. And we're doing a reset like that because a lot of you that have lived in '92 and during that recession, and then you lived during the greater financial crisis and that housing crash, a lot of you know what you're looking for. And whenever something's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, And like, you can't tell me how housing hasn't crashed when the interest rates are sky high, 7.5, 7. Like, how are cars selling at all-time high and interest rates are 8 and 7%? Like, it's just not possible. It's not possible. Yet people are putting up bigger numbers than ever because someone's, they're either fluffing the numbers or someone's rotating cash around to buff up an industry. And I've lived it all. I've lived all this stuff. So when I look at my grandparents and I saw what type of grandparents they weren't what my wife's grandmother was, Grandma Nina was, which is like the grandparents you see on TV. Like, I'd never seen any parents like that in my life. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know families like that. Like, you guys come from like tight-knit families. My family's not close. I know all my aunts and uncles and all my cousins, but I don't know them. Like, when I met my wife's family, these fools come over for Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, my wife has a Thanksgiving. They have Christmas. They have Easter, 4th of July, all that. When I grew up, we didn't have any of this stuff, bros. Nothing. Every major holiday, every major night was a night my dad had a DJ at a nightclub. New Year's Eve, my pops is at the club, popping and dropping. He's doing his thing. My mom's right there with him. They're clubbing. I'm like, yo, that's a life. We're at home playing video games. Me and Reek. It was way different than what I saw on TV. And what my friends were doing, way different. So when I met my wife and she told me, like, this is how her life is and this is what it is. And, like, she has that one aunt that, like, comes over all the time. I'm like, what? Your tia comes over, like, all the yeah, she got a key to my place. She comes over unannounced. I'm just like, what? That's crazy to me. I was like, no. My aunts and uncles aren't allowed to come over. They got a call before they come, and they're not even welcome. It was like that. So it was just a different dynamic, like living up that way. And I told my wife, I said, when we're grandparents, like, I want to be that grandparent that spends time with my grandson. And he talks stories about me. And he says, you know what? That's my grandfather. You should see his YouTube channel. He's a GameStop investor. Check him out, whatever. Look at what he did back in the day. Like, whatever it be, like, I want them to be so proud. I do. And that's what keeps me going, man. Think about legacy and all the Timmys. Now I'm crying, baby. You take it all for granted. But then when you got real ones, you got like real friends, they teach you. Like, yo, I remember Almo telling me, hey, dog, you take your ass back home right now and wake up tomorrow and be good. I'd be like, all right, let me do that. Nah, it's every day. Hey, I haven't been perfect. Last 4 years, I haven't been perfect. And my investment's been, a saving grace, but there's been doubt in my head about other things. And GameStop kept me going. So I thank GameStop. It's more than that to me. It's more than an investment. That's why it's tattooed on my arm. And if you guys don't see it that way, I don't fault you. Not at all. But for those of you that understand what I'm saying, you've been through some shit, then you know. You know what it can be. You know what it should be. I appreciate you, Mind Games. But tell your mom, really. Happy birthday from all of us. The fact that you can talk to your mom should really matter. There's some people that can't. There's some people that lost their parents along the way. And I hope I don't lose my folks at any time soon. You know, they're good people. You guys know Willie Bobo comes to the chat every now and then. He was DJing last night. I didn't get to talk to him yet about the party. My dad, I always like to talk to my dad about whatever party he DJ'd. And we want to ask him? We can call him right now. This is Willie Bobo. Let's see if he picks up. I got to warn him. Yo, Pops, you're on the chat, bro. My dad's different. So let's see what he says. Gotta talk to him. Let's talk to Pops. Yo, Pops.
What's up?
Hey, first off, you're on the chat in the channel with the whole crew.
Oh, man, you caught me at a bad time, bro.
Damn, all right. Well, we'll call you back later.
All right, then go.
All right, one. Look at that. My Pops is real. Caught him at a bad time. You know what? I forgot. It's Sunday. He goes to church. He's at church. You guys don't know he's in the band? Man, my bad, Pops. Pray for me. He's at church. Yeah, what can I do? I always think it's later. When you say sorry for your loss, who do you lose? Who do you lose? Did I miss something? Mind Game said what? Thank you, she's not with us anymore. Oh, my goodness Christ. Oh, my God. Ah! No. My bad, Mind Games. Oh, no. Because I can. Glory to God. Yes. Hi. Glory to God, working through Marantz. Works through all of us, man. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Integrity has proven longevity and will continue forever. You know, in game, it might. It just might. You've been my saving grace, Brian says. You know, Brian, I used to get messages. I still do. I get messages. But I cut off a lot of ways to write to me or to get a hold of me. Just because I don't want to deal with the trolls anymore. You know, the guys who wake up every day hoping everyone else has a terrible day. I get so many times where they tell me, hey man, thanks for everything, showing up, and we'll watch the show. So, let's just rejoice in this week. I'm telling you, GameStop's going. There's nothing. What have they done that remains to be undone? There's still stuff to do to be undone until it comes done. I'm sorry, guys. It's my inner Kamala Harris. Hold on. To be or not to be, to not be, to be. That is the question. The question that is. It's like, she's like the uneducated Baby Yoda. I don't know how to do it. But anyway, what has been burdened has been undone. What has been undone has been burdened. Oh, to be not to be unburdened by not what has been done. Oh man, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Who is Kamala Harris? We don't know either, bro. They didn't even know. Them fools get in line and they're ready to vote, bro. Who we voting for? Kamala Harris. Okay. What does she do? Where does she work? I don't know. Anyway, I'm messing with you guys, man. Almost funny. Almo knows damn well. And you know what's crazy though? The other part about this week, that I'm really excited about, is I turned 42, and I don't remember. I don't know where these last 4 years have gone. I was 38 when I started buying GameStop. I didn't own a house. I didn't, I still had crazy car payments and crazy credit card payments. And it was amazing, this run so far. Because, hey, even back then, I even think about this. My kids hadn't moved out yet. My son was still in high school. My daughter was still in high school. My other daughter, she was in high school. Wow. All three. So much has changed over these years. And, you know, I'm going into my 4th year of GameStop. And my other son is in high school already. My last one. My little man. He's in high school. Yeah, man. Life is fast. I always tell them, you've been investing for 4 years, bro. That's forever. I'm like, that's high school, bro. It went fast. That was like, you blinked, it was over. Forever is, you know, I've been with my wife like 17 years. That feels like fast. I remember the first night I ever met her. She was wearing this brown thing. It was like a barrette. Oh, what do you call them? Like push back your hair thing, thing. She's wearing like this thing, and it was like cheetah colored, like cheetah print. Yeah, that's why that Jack Harlow song. She's wearing cheetah print. She's so spotted. She's wearing cheetah print. Like that line right there is like tight to me. Man, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, bros. The song came on. I was like, hey, I like this song. You want to dance? And she said, no, nobody's out there. And I said, no, that's why I want to dance. We could dance. We got room. Let's go. And we went out there. And it was Promiscuous Girl by Nelly. Oh, bro. Life changed that night. I never looked back after that, bro. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because it was all worth it in the end. But at the time, woo, girl, let me tell you. But that was a banger. And I was out there. We got that, mama. And I was like this. I was like, who's that? Cheetah scarf. Oh, is that what it was on your head, babe? I don't remember. Trust me, it goes faster and faster as it goes along. Yeah. Whew. Well, think about it now. Think about it now. My wife is going to be 48 years old. I'm 42. She's 47. Don't let me give her another year that she doesn't get yet. We ain't not trying to get to 50 just yet. But we ain't no spring chickens. Bro, we got to stretch. We're getting ready to dance. We're out there on the sidelines. Hey, bro, when it's time, the crowd is going. The club is pumping. We're not walking into the club like, yeah. No, we're right there like this. We're analyzing. We're looking at the floor. We look at the floor and we go, okay, what kind of hardwood is this? What kind of hardwood is this floor? Like, okay, can we slide on this shit? Are we going to get stuck on it? Oh, is it sticky, babe? I don't know. Okay, where do you want to step? You want to stand right there where the other couples dancing? Nah, we got to stand over here on this side. That's right next to the speaker. It's going to be loud in our ears. Oh, it's going to hurt. Like, bro, think about all the analyzing we do before we ever walk out there. I swear to guys, I put this on my mama. I put this on my wife's name. She'll tell you. I'm like, huh? Swear to God, that was my track. Back in the day. I can stop it right there. I'm good. Anyway, I was having a good time back then. And one day, some of you guys have seen my wife and I dance. And shit, bros. You know what's crazy? When we dance, I can honestly tell you the room stops. The room stops. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. Here's the truth. So, like, it'll be like New Year's at my house, and we'll have a big old party. All the families, everybody's over. Our house gets packed for New Year's. Some of you guys have seen the parties if you have TikTok or some of the videos I've shared before on Discord. But massive. 2 balloon drops in the house, and confetti cannons, and people spraying all this shit, and I'm right there toasting. I'm in a suit, and music's pumping, and lights are everywhere. Everything's everywhere. We'll be dancing till about 3 a.m, my wife and I. The whole crowd has stopped dancing. The whole crowd gave up. They're out there just sitting there, huh? And we're just going to keep dancing. We never stop. So, can't stop, won't stop me and my wife from dancing. But yeah, we've been dancing for 17 years, nonstop, every night. And on those weekends that we go out, it's a great time for us. So, Maybe one day we'll dance, because GameStop did what it was going to do. But I'm still not selling. Why not? Don't need to. You see how green we are? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Messages got deleted here. Okay, Nick G, good for you. I don't think anybody cares. Do we know Nick? What's he mad about? Amber for real, looking good for the 100 though. Amber, happy birthday. She's 51 today. Shout out to Amber for being 51. There you go. Awesome. So grateful everyone shares, but age is just a number as long as we remember that life is wonderful. Yeah. I'm not leaving, and I'm still holding GameStop. Yep. I agree. Stacks just gave Nick G a timeout just to give him a timeout. Let me see what I got here on GameStop. Is it still going? It's still right there, guys. Looking healthy as can be. As we watch it tonight, GameStop $25.93, looking healthy, looking big and strong. Baby got it going on. A lot of MCs don't want me to sing this song. Baby got it going on. Let me see what we have right there at that price point that GameStop is at. $25.93 times 446 million shares. You are looking at $11.5 billion in the bank. And as for market cap, and we're going to keep going from there. So I'm very excited about that. I want to be way up there. Let's go ahead and look at the actual website for GameStop. The traded cards. Here we go. So traded cards, we were at 3,700 plus. We're now sitting at, after we've been live for this channel, 3,832. GameStop's inventory is increasing, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. You need to have cards to sell. That means they're buying them at pennies on the dollar. There's profits to be made. Plenty of inventory to stroll through, to get through, and they'll get through it all. I know it. I just know it. Here are the financials for GameStop, guys. In case you guys forgot, the trailing 12 for GameStop and the official numbers, which these guys don't know the official numbers because they don't study the way we do. Currently, GameStop on the revenue is sitting at $4.5 billion worth of sales. It trades literally at 2x, almost 3x sales. That's okay. Profit margin is there. They're at around 20, let's see what it says here, 26% profit. I'll see you on the other side of that number, just so that we're clear about the transition that GameStop's been making for the last, forever. I'm going to show it to you right here. From 21% profit, right here, 21%, they are now increased on gross profit margin 500 basis points, 524 basis points, and counting. 524 basis points, guys, in the last 2 years. Well, 1 year. Is that 1 year or 2 years? 2 years. What a phenomenal run for GameStop to be up 5% on gross profit. It just took a little bit of time to get you there. I also want to show you these dramatic increases on EBITDA. On your EBITDA, which people want to look at, versus the one-timers, you're going to see GameStop go from negative $449 million all the way positive. You see them running it down, tracking it down. They caught it, and now they're running the other way. They're positive $47 million. That is a swing of $496 million, a swing on to the positive side on EBITDA itself. I'm telling you, GameStop has everywhere to go, to the moon and back. I've looked at it every which way I can. I've tried to tell you guys they get zero credit from the meltdown. They get zero credit from anyone analyzing what Ryan Cohen's doing. But to go from negative $519 million all the way to positive right now at 42.5, that is $560 million swing in 2 years. In 2 years in this company, they've transitioned and moved into the upside, $560 million worth of profit. It should be noted, it should be talked about, and it's not getting enough respect. And when that transition and that pivot that happens, it takes forever, right? There's this curve. It takes forever to get wound back up into the profit side. And when it finally does, it finally makes that turnaround, you remember that if you were invested into a turnaround company when it was turning around, that's the investment you should be having. We still have a little bit left here on this super chat of the 20 free memberships. Once it runs out, then I'll run out with the show. I'm just letting you know. He just gets every 5 minutes and you get to see him. Well, that's cool, bro. Not a problem. I have a target price for GameStop, $90 per share. When it happens, I will be a billionaire after taxes. How do you like that, Meltdowners? Are you saying 90,000 per share? I apologize. Maybe you wrote it because it's in your language, but 90,000 per share. You'll be a billionaire. Here's the problem with that, Awoken. 90,000, okay? I won't be in it. You won't see me, bro. No. I won't make it. I tell you right now, my shit is weak, okay? You know, like they're right there. Hey, man, that stripper, or that, I won't even use that analogy, but I'll say something to the effect of, you might get distracted. You might just, hey, man, my favorite team just signed Saquon Barkley, and I'm a Saquon Barkley fan. No, he played for the Giants and the Eagles. I'll never be a fan of him. Like, I just can't change teams like this. I can't go invest into something other than GameStop. 90,000, bro. Oh. I think the wife is calling me at around $700 a share. I got to start looking around for something new. And I know, stock's only at 25 right now. And there was 700. How, Marantz? It can't even get back to 30. It's not even $30 a stock. And I'm like, yeah, I know. To you, it's not $30 a stock. To me, it might as well be 5,000 right now. That's how much these guys have been putting it down. That's how much we've been fighting from the beginning. But I told everybody what it was a long time ago. There's a lot to be proud of here, guys. You guys should be proud of it. Berkshire Hathaway is at $695,000. I'm sure I'm very familiar with what it's at. And the best part about Berkshire Hathaway, if you guys don't know this, Berkshire does not pay out a dividend. Okay, they buy back their shares. They reinvest into their own company that way. And when they start doing it that way, it gives it a premium to invest in that company. There's a premium right now. There's a premium. The question is, what happened to Cosmic Lightning Warrior? Now, I was asked this earlier in the chat in the channel, and I'm going to give you the answer that you probably don't like. Here's the answer. It's none of our business. He is a content creator. He is a human. He is a man. And he chooses to live his life the way he does, whether it be behind the mask and or through his persona online. That's his prerogative. Not that I care to indulge in that. He did provide some of the info about him and his wife getting a divorce and him going through it and the toll it was taking on him. And it sucks. And I don't know if he sold his GameStop shares. I don't know if he just stopped making content. I don't know him. I just know that any man that's going through something that they need help and they need a crutch or they need some assistance, they should come to this channel and they should see the clarity that we provide. So I've been there. I've been down and out, or I thought I was. We've all been through those hurdles in life, and you get through them. Some people need to reflect, lean on other people. If you're in a relationship, I give you this example, and you and the spouse are fighting about the kids or fighting about, using kids as crutches, using finances as crutches, reasons to not to be together or to be together, or still, why do we still conversate? Just stop the bullshit. Honestly, it's my biggest thing in life, and I don't mind my wife being here and me telling you this. I never care. I'm so transparent that it's scary. And here's the truth about life, about being an adult and growing up. Some Meltdowners, you guys come live this life too. I'll teach it to you. I've said this, and you guys can call me right or wrong, but the only reason people become homeless are because they don't know how to say they're sorry. That's it. A guy's walking the streets because he didn't know how to say he was sorry in an argument he had and didn't know how to fix it, didn't know how to stop it. You don't know when to stop the bleeding, right? You don't know when just to say, you know what, I'm going to be the bigger person tonight. I've been with my wife 17 years. And through all the ups and downs, I still remember the day I called her and I said, hey, baby, I I was going to work. And I said, hey, this is like perfect, right, for what we went through. And I said, hey, babe, I was on the phone with my son, and he was with her in the car. And my son goes, hey, Dad, you coming home tonight? You know, he just throwing it out there. And I go, hey, absolutely. Just like that. I'll be home. Tell Mom I'm on my way. You see, at some point, you stop being a jackass. At some point, you stop fighting the feelings that are inside your heart. At some point, you got to start doing what's right for you and your family. And I don't care. I don't care what argument it was. I don't care what kind of shit you had going on, whose fault it was, whatever. At some point, you just got to put the chips down and go, you know what? I'll be right there. Because the answer my son said tore my heart apart. My son turned to his mother and he said, see, Mom, I told you prayers are real. God is real. God is good. I am blessed to have the family I have. I am blessed to be in the position I'm in life because I can wake up and I can choose to be happy. Believe in yourself. Believe in your family. Believe in the conviction you have about what you want to do in life. I promise you, I've been in real arguments. I've been in real breakdowns. I've been in the hardest shit. And I still wake up and I choose to be happy. I have a partner. I have a lifelong partner. That's it. We're ride or die. I want to be successful. I want GameStop to be great. I want YouTube to be everything I want it to be. Well, guess what? I don't want that success without sharing it with my family. There's no point in me sitting there being, oh, this is so great. Look at everything I have, if I can't be with my family. That's the truth. Why would you want to share it with someone? Guys, you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why, okay? I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. This is wild, bros. I don't care. I live in the upside down. Yeah. If you guys never watched Stranger Things, I live in the upside down. I got a twin brother who is very successful, social media. All the money you could ever want. 2 divorces, no kids next to him, by himself in $1 million home. Want to talk about lonely? The sacrifice? Give it all. Stream every day. Sacrifice your life. Give it up. Just, hey, this is what I want to do. You want to do that? Or you want to do it alone? None of the viewers know who you are. It's just a number and a game and $1. Well, I'd rather have none of that and yet have all of it. My family is worth more than that. My happiness is worth more than that. My GameStop shares are worth more than that. My family here on GameStop on YouTube that we built from the ground is worth more than that. The organic growth of this company, this stock, this investment, this leverage is worth more than that. I'm grounded. I'm grounded, babe. Ticket meltdowns. I prayed and prayed for Marantz's family, went to church. Because I can, I thank you for your prayers. I prayed and prayed. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes there's no turning back. You're right. Hey, it's not perfect, man. Amber, you're absolutely right. There are limits to this life. But you'd be amazed at how much GameStop empowers you. You'll never choke when you swallow your pride and apologize. Baby, you speaking to me or you? No, I love you. I love you, babe. God's plan for you might not always make sense for you in the moment, but it always for what's best for you. Yeah. I agree. Stay blessed, guys. Stay motivated in your investment. Thank you so much for all the love and support of the channel, guys. If you guys need anything, you know where to find me. I'm sitting here playing TFT tonight. It's barely 7:18 at night, but I will tell you, I love all of you guys, and I've never wanted this more than for all of you. So, from me to you, thanks again. GameStop can't stop, won't stop. GameStop, I hope we become everything we want to be. I love you, millionaires. I love you. Peace.